Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are watching this video, then it definitely means that you're going through some levels of stress and anxiety. But don't worry, I'm here for you because this is something which I've personally experienced in recent few months because of my personal and professional life. And I definitely went out and sought help from professionals, and I came back up with a lot of techniques that definitely helped me down to remove the anxiety and minimize the stress to the minimum. So I'm going to share all of those in today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I'm going to share so much more in the coming days in regards to your career, your personal growth, your mindset, etc. And also this is my second video, so you subscribing is definitely going to give me a boost to keep on recording and to keep on sharing everything that I know. Stress and anxiety has become an integral part of our life. No matter how much we try to run away from it, it keeps on coming back to us. And honestly, if you see right now, our lives has been designed in a way that you really cannot escape stress, right? We have our jobs, we have, even if you're running our own businesses, there is some kind of pressure regarding the targets and all of it. In terms of relationships, we have so much going on. So every person is going through something, no matter whether they're in our 20s or 30s or 40s. In fact, teenagers, I've talked to a lot of teenagers. In fact, they are going through a lot of stress because of so many reasons, and you really can't escape it. So the other day I was actually scrolling through my friend's stories where she had kept, the fear of being stressed is giving me more stress. So just imagine, stress, more stress, stress, more stress. So there is no ending to it. But we can definitely minimize it no matter whatever our working environment is, no matter whatever we are going through, whatever our personal life is. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 of those techniques which I have used in my personal life, and it has worked for me amazingly. Now let's deep dive into those techniques. I'm going to share with you 5 of them, and I am sure it's going to work instantly for you. The first is grounding technique. So here what you're supposed to do is, you are supposed to simply sit comfortably wherever you are. You can do it in your office, you can do it in your home, you can do it anywhere, whether you're traveling in metro, anywhere. So you're supposed to sit comfortably with your spine straight. Your sole of the feet should be touching the grounds, and the base of your spine, that is the lower hip area, should be very carefully seated on wherever you are sitting. You should not be on the edge or hanging in between. Please sit very comfortably, very attached to the surface, and your feet should also be very attached to the ground. Okay, so once you are comfortable, now you have to close your eyes and keep your hand in this position. So your hand should be on your laps while it should be in this position. Close your eyes and feel all your energies within the body. Feel all the stress energies which are there in your body. Take 3 to 4 deep breaths along with it. After you have taken the deep breaths, you need to feel that all the stress energy which is there in your body is flowing down to the ground, to the earth. So see any kind of color in your body which represents stress. It can be red color. I see it as a red color. And see it going to the earth, under the earth. See it flowing from your body to the earth, from the sole of your feet and the base of your spine. Now you have to see that it's going deeper and deeper, 10 feet into the earth, and you keep on seeing that for the next 2 to 3 minutes. The moment you start feeling a bit cool down, calm down, now after that you open your eyes, and there you will feel much more calmer than what you were before. This technique really works amazingly. Anytime I'm stressed out, like any kind of argument I had, any kind of bad news I received, I do this immediately. So there I can calm my senses down, and now I can think rationally. This is something which I teach in all my trainings as well. Number 2. This technique is called screening technique. Where are you supposed to use this technique? So usually there are a lot of moments when we get stressed because of the awkward moments we had, maybe with our boss or maybe with our spouse or maybe with anyone outside, right? Some kind of embarrassment, some kind of things you might have said which you didn't want it to say, or some kind of incidents which you are not able to get out of your head and you're just simply repeating it again and again on loop in your head. So in order to get rid of those kind of scenarios from your head, you try this technique. For the screening technique, You are simply supposed to sit comfortably in your bed or wherever you want to sit. Once you sit comfortably, close your eyes and visualize a screen in front of you. So now it can be any screen. It can be a movie theater screen, or it can be a TV screen, any kind of screen you visualize over there, and repeat the incident. Whatever happened, repeat the incident fully, or maybe glimpses of it. Once you can see that incident over there, you start erasing it with your hands. Now, you're not supposed to go in your subconscious and actually take a duster and erase it. You really can't do that. You can simply visualize that you're erasing it and it's getting erased from that screen or whichever screen you're watching it on. So you can move your hands around a bit. You can see that you have a duster in your hand and you're deleting it, right? So any kind of erasing, whichever you feel, you find it comfortable. After that, you repeat the situation again, but now with the thing you exactly wanted it to be. For example, if you had an awkward moment with your boss at office and you have said something which you didn't want it to, after you have erased that, now see yourself saying the things which you could have actually said. So start by saying the things which you could have actually said. See the things again on the screen, see the whole scenario on the screen, and that is how you will be able to rectify that mistake in your subconscious and live peacefully. The third technique is called the paper technique. So sometimes you have a lot of things in your head regarding any childhood trauma or regarding anything in your mind. It can be a whole story, there can be a lot of variations of those stories and so many other things, right? So the screen technique won't be just enough for this kind of situations where there are a lot of memories attached to it. So in order to deal with that kind of trauma and stress, you can simply use this paper technique where you write everything that is in your mind in regards to a specific memory or specific incident. You may write 10 pages, 12 pages, 100 pages regarding to everything it is. Maybe it can be a full incident, maybe it can be an opinion towards it, maybe on how you felt, what others said, everything from your subconscious has to be written there. After that, take the paper, crumble it down and burn it. After you burn it, you will see a sense of satisfaction. Gradually, if you do this technique again and again for the same incident until it is wiped out of your memory, you will be seeing a lot of changes in your head. So try this technique and do it constantly till the time it is completely wiped out of your head and your memory. The fourth technique, this is my favorite one. I could have kept it at the last, but I just couldn't resist it. So this technique is called the seeing what's in your control technique. Now, this is a very simple one. Whenever you have a situation which you are constantly stressing about, you sit down with yourself and think about it again. Once you start thinking about it again, list down the things which were in your control and list down the things which were not in your control. Now, there can be, in an incident, there can be a lot of things like what you said, what you thought, how you acted, which were in your control. However, there can be things like what others said, what others did, how others acted, which are constantly not in your control. So you have to segregate it down. The moment you segregate it down, 50% of your job is done, because now your subconscious will know that half of the things were really not in your control and you couldn't do anything about it. After that, you sit with yourself and try to let go of that incident by reconfirming to yourself that not everything is under your control. You can only control what you have had in it with you. So this is something which you can do with yourself, where you let go of all the emotions, all the things which you can't control, and with that, most of your stress will immediately calm down. So this is another technique of actually identifying what's in your control and letting it go. The fifth technique is quite in a longer one, because this will help you reduce your stress levels and the tendency to be stressed in a much lower level, and you will be able to see the difference in the longer run. So this technique is where you actually take care of your health, and you can do that by different ways. Maybe it's yoga, it's Pilates, or it's a gym, or anything as such. For me personally, yoga worked a lot, so I follow these channels usually for any kind of yoga, and more than focusing on just one aspect, I try to do yoga based on my mood as well. So there are a lot of days when I'm absolutely stressed and anxious, so I prefer doing stress yoga or yoga to release anxiety. There are some days when I'm just freaked out about my weight, so I try to do weight loss yoga as well, but still it's not reduced as much because sometimes I'm not very consistent with it. You can also try gyms. For me, gym really really did not work. I've tried earlier as well. However, for me, wall Pilates actually worked out a lot, and I do it as well because when I want to get rid of thoughts, so I just took wall Pilates, and it helps me level down my stress and level down my overthinking. So wall Pilates and yoga has worked for me absolutely well. The third thing which really worked for me is the walk. So anytime I have too much of stress about work, where I'm not able to take decisions, I simply go out for a stroll or for a walk and don't think about it. I just take the walk, and that is when the solutions actually start coming in. These are the 5 techniques that has worked for me really well in shorter time, because we are all looking for quick fixes, right? But definitely it also depends on the type of stress you have and what's stressing you. So the ones I shared definitely works for the instant fix or not very deeper level of stress. But if there is something which is really bothering you, it can also be some kind of childhood trauma, or it can be some other things which has to be worked on a much deeper level. So for that, I would always suggest you to take professional help. Go seek a therapist or a healer or anyone who can help you eliminate it from your root level. So that is something which you have to do. However, in any circumstance, you will have to keep on doing this five techniques, and even there are some more available already that will help you maintain your calmness, maintain whatever you are doing, even with the professional help. So try these techniques and do share with me in the comments below on what worked out for you for the best. Is this something which you've already tried before and has worked out for you? I'll be so eager to know what you have done, and also do share with me other techniques which you've applied and has worked for you. I would love to apply those techniques for myself. These techniques have worked for me, and I am so grateful for the people who have helped me come up with these techniques. Thank you so much. Now, for some of you, if the stress is because that you're not able to choose the right career, I have created my last video on how to choose the ideal career for you. So you can go there and watch my video, and that's also gonna give you a step-by-step layout on how to actually choose a career that will help you grow and be really happy and genuinely happy about it. You will love absolutely everything about it. That is something which you can go and watch and try those steps as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you really like this video, please hit the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, and also do give me a like, follow, subscribe, everything on my other social media too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and looking forward to getting more such videos which is going to make our lives better. Thank you.